Alright, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Railroads Online. So, last stream, we went ahead and branched off the T intersection as my boys are being really loud.
Yeah, we are.
So, branched off this T intersection here, and we started off heading this direction first. Heading towards the sawmill, and went one way for going to the platforms, the loading platforms, and to the right to head to the drop-off to unload the logs. So we pretty much have it almost the same exact setup as we did before, just without all the bridges and really heavy gradients of the track. We have this switch here to head off towards the smelter that direction. And then, of course, we have this wrapping around. I think we completed it all or finished it all. I still got to smooth it out a little bit, but it's not too bad. We're heading around this way. Still need to smooth it out a little bit, but it's still not that bad. I mean, right here, maybe. But we got the switch here, like we did last time. So that way we can double it up around this corner here and head off towards the smelter that way. So that way we can load up with our beams and our lumber and head out towards the mountain. And we have this one. This inside switch is going over to that cross section that will cross over and head towards the smelter. We have this one here, which basically heads back towards the main line to go straight through to the log yard. What's up, Cass? And then this one here will wrap around this hill. And once again, we kept it a mild, I think, 2.5% grade around. And then we split it off right here. So that way we can either use the left line or the right line to head back towards the depot. So let's run on around here. But that's pretty much what we did last stream. I did touch up a little bit of it here and there. Try to make it a little bit more smooth and fluent. But today we are going to try to make it to the log yard. I'm here having dinner. Nice. What you having for dinner? So we come out here, and pretty much the same as the other way. It's going to be a double track. It's going to be double slipped all the way to the log yard. But right here it's coming to a single rail, so that way we can either go right to the depot or left to either the sawmill or keep going to the smelter area. So right now we need to work. I think I'm just going to work on one track as of right now. And then we can always go off of that for, I'm going to keep on doing this every so often. So that way I can keep the tracks as parallel as I possibly can as I place in everything. So let's go ahead and go to the groundwork. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring the track up to here. That way I can get the groundwork connected properly. So let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully it'll work. I don't see why it wouldn't. We might have to bring the groundwork back to here, but that's okay. Just something to where we can go off of and have it a nice, smooth transition. But the bad thing is we're going to have to redo the groundwork anyways, due to the fact of making sure that the groundwork is always snapped to the rail. So let's go ahead and we'll put in, let's see, put in one of these. Because right here, we're going to have to pretty much take this around here. We're going to basically loop it around and try to stay on this flat section all the way down. And then there's a dirt path I want to kind of follow. It pretty much shows us the way. So if we could do that, that'd be fantastic. So let's see if we can snap this together properly. If not, then that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and delete the groundwork, and we're just going to redo all the groundwork all the way back, so that way it's all one, and I know it's going to be good to go. So take it all the way back to here. Do variable, and then snap it there. And we're just gonna go with it here. That should be lining up with the ties. Because all this is flat as of right now. Oop, did I miss one? Oh, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. That one's too short. This is kind of leveling it out on the terrain. Alright, so from here, we might have to start going up on a grade. We'll go a 0.5% grade. That's not going to work. Alright, so we're going to have to start raising the grade of the track up further back. So let's go ahead and do that. Sucks, but it's all part of it. So we're going to have to pretty much go from here and start having that rail go upwards. So let's go ahead and get rid of the rail. Then we'll put the groundwork in first. That way the rail has something to follow. Pickled onions and purple one with cucumber and shrimp and green and serrano peppers. Liquid. Oh, that's different. Alright, make sure that this is the correct grade. Snap there. Make sure it is straight. That is not going to be going good. Why did that not... This is not working out well for me here. Let's try that. It's not going to snap to this. Am I seriously going to have to take it back to the next snap point? See, it's not letting me get a good grade. Let's try that. That snap point. It's not perfect, but it'll work. And it's not letting me snap it there anymore like I did last time. So let me hit the Alt button. That's going in a straight line. Alright. And let's go ahead and start raising it up slowly. It's 1% grade. Let's raise it up a little bit more, 1.5. We're still not clipping into the terrain, so that's good. So let's lower it down to a 1. 0.5. And a 0. And then we might have to start taking it down. We might just take it down at a 1% slope right here. Mix it in the blender with a bit of water, salt, and pepper. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and level this out. So that way we have something to where we can put in a cross section. That way I know it's not going to be messed up. Let's raise it back up again. A 1%. We'll take this out to where I know it's going to be kind of leveled. Then back down to a 0. All this is straight. And then here, let me lower it down to 1% grade. Going down. Click there. Alright, now, over in here somewhere, if I can find it, there is a dirt. Right here. Alright, so I think from here I might actually start curving it around this hill. And right here is there's like a path here we can follow. Right here. If we follow this path around right there, you can kind of see it here. It'll work perfectly fine for us. So let's find out where our groundwork got off to. There it is. Alright, let's bring it back a little bit because this is still going downhill. So we'll do that and then we'll level it out. And we'll start... Oop, wrong button. Start curving it around. Do a 5% curve. Start out. And I'm not sure if this will... This should work. I'm just going to keep it at 5%. Don't want... Actually, I don't think that's going to work because it's going to get kind of tight with this hill here. I'm going to have to make it a lot sharper. Not really a lot, but maybe a 10. So let's go back here. Oops. And should we go with the regular, the gravel, or should we take it down to the variable stone wall now? Since we're so close to the ground now. You will find you'll have a true gradient level if you remove the foliage graphics. Yeah, I just like how it looks. I mean, not all track is completely flat anyways, so as long as I can try to keep it... What's up, Jimmy? As long as I can try to keep it kind of true, it'll be fine. Alright, let's do that. We're going to take this to a 10%. That should work a little bit better for us here. I hope. Let's move it to a 15%. this doesn't work, then we'll have to see what I'm talking about, this hill coming up. Oh yeah, we should be able to clear that with the other track as well. Alright. So we'll do that, and then we'll start moving it back. I'll do a 10%. We'll start going back the other direction with it. Oop. Do a 5%. Zero. And then start cutting it back again. I'll do a 10. Try to get it right back on track here. Oh, looks like it's going uphill right here a little bit. See, it's cutting into the ground right there. So we'll raise it up by 1%. And it's still going to be cutting through. 1.5 still. Really don't want to go to 2% though. That's the thing. And that dirt path kind of disappeared on us. Where'd it go? I want to follow that dirt path. Or is it over here? It's over here. If we follow that, it pretty much leads us around. You can see just around this bend here is the log camp. So maybe instead of curving it, I might just go straight out with it right here. Is that still going to be... Okay, so that is. I'm going to have to start raising it up a little bit back here further. Like I said, all this is going to get redone once we actually put track down on it anyways, so I'm not really too concerned about how this groundwork actually looks. We'll get it looking better once we get regular track down. And that's when I'll actually start putting the proper groundwork and stuff down too. Alright, so go 5% here, because it's going to have to start curving around. And look at that, 2% incline, and it's still cutting through. I've seen others use a bridge as an initial groundwork to get the track be true and not so janky. Huh. That might work. But I just... using the bridge, though. I need to find my way over to here. So that means I need to raise this. You know what? It might be a lot easier to... Let's take the groundwork back. So we know where it's at. Let me start from the top and work down. But yes, bridge, that might work. So that way I'll go constantly in a straight line, and then I can raise and lower the gradient and the whole thing will go. That would work. So let's get... Let's hook this side up first. I think that should be good. So what we'll do is the same thing as we've done before. Start down here. Raise it up a bit. Get it leveled. That down, and then we'll put the rail deck down. Just like we did for the other platforms. That's almost too close. Is it just me, or is that platform kind of bowed out on the other end? Is that just me? Does it look like the other platform kind of kicks out? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's just me or if I'm seeing that correctly. Yeah, it's definitely... The track's actually straight. It's the platform is kind of kicked out. This is a little bit further forward than this end. Yeah, you can even see here the gap. It's tight right here. It's tight right there. But on this side, it's not. Yeah, that's what I'm going to probably end up doing is... I'm going to put in a... Well... variable. Let's hook it onto that. And we're going to go straight out with it to where it starts going downhill. Actually, let's do it this way. That way I know it's going in a straight line and I'm not goofing it up. There we go. Now it's in a straight line. Let's do that. This tree's got to go. I said go. Thank you. Alright, now we need to get a bridge from here down so that way we can get the track up and then we can replace it with groundwork. So it doesn't matter if I click or not. Once I get down to the bottom, I just hope I can match it up properly. And so that way we can see. I'm going to lower this down just so that way we can keep it. Not necessarily going to be the -5, but I just want to be able to see where we're going with this. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this back. We're going to raise this up to a 2%. How far out can we go with this? Actually, let's keep that at a 10. We'll get rid of the groundwork. Actually, right here's the dirt path we needed to follow. Drop a log to see if it loads in the middle of your track. Well, that's what I've been doing is putting that rail deck down so that way I know, since I know the train cars don't extend over the side of the rail deck, I know it's not going to hit the platform, and it's as close to the platform as I could possibly get it. Alright, where are we at? Okay, so that's -1%. Or, yeah, curve radius. Let's go 0 curve radius. This is still at a 2% slope. I don't want to go any further than a 2% slope. Go at a 5% curve radius. Like I said, I'm going to get rid of all that groundwork for the most part. Let's go with 10% curve radius. We're just going to try to match up. Oh, wow. That is not going to work. 15% curve radius? I think that's going to be a very sharp curve. Actually, it might almost work. Let's take this back as far as we can. Well, actually, let's bring this to about right here. And you can see the curve radius, so let's straighten that out. All right, let's take a look at that, see how that would look for a track. If it looks good, then we'll get rid of all that groundwork, and this is what would follow. Split the trees. And then we'll have another track we're going to have right here as well. Yeah, see all this? I mean, I can always put the rail deck down. I just didn't want to have a bridge. That's the thing, and this is very high for groundwork. I was hoping to not have to put a bridge in here. But the way it looks, I'm going to have to. It doesn't look bad, and we can always clean it up with the rail deck. I might just leave this a rail deck. I might just leave this rail deck down. Well, maybe not. Let's get rid of the groundwork. That way I know I don't leave it behind by mistake. And we'll have to start tidying things up. And the bad thing is, this is all on a downhill to where if we put in a cross section, it's going to be off. Because the cross section is going to be placed down level. But yeah, we'll definitely have to, once we put the rail deck down, we're satisfied with how that looks, so we can always redo the bridge to where it doesn't look as bad. And plus, I'm going to probably take the wooden bridge out and put in an iron bridge. Take this back. All right. We'll keep the stone. And once again, I'm not too concerned about this because once we put the rail down, ooh, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That was not good. I want to keep this level here. I don't want it to go down and then back up again. Okay, so right there is where it meets. Right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and start getting rid of the trees. Like I said, all this groundwork's going to get redone once I get the track down. So, no big deal. It'll look better once we get going here. Bummed out. Local store out of bacon wrapped stuffed pork loin. Yeah, that would be upsetting. Anything with bacon and all that stuff is, yeah. Gonna be a lot of trees I'm gonna have to get rid of. I think we should be hitting the clearing here. Yep. All right. So we'll start, just because I know we're gonna have to get rid of it. We'll get rid of this one. If I can reach it. Thank you. And as of right now, I'm just going to get rid of the ones that I know we need for this line. And then once we start working on the other side, we'll go ahead and take care of that when the time comes. That tree should be good. We'll get rid of that one because I know it's going to be needing it. The more we get rid of now, the less we got to worry about later. I know it just kind of contradicts what I just said, but that one might have been okay, but not too worried about it. Some of these... Ooh. Some of these trees might be a little far away. Might not necessarily have to cut them down, but at least we know we'll have a nice path to follow. And then we'll start with the track laying once we get to the top. Come back down with it. Alright. Lots and lots of trees. But so far, that's looking pretty good. We might have a couple trees on this side over here. We might have to trim back a little bit. But for the most part, we're getting the ones that I know we're going to absolutely need to get. Alright, almost up to the bridge. And getting the bridges lined up, that's going to be a pain. Because like I said, this is all sloped. So it's going to be a really big pain to get the tracks lined up. But I mean, it's doable though. I mean, I can always just match up the rail deck, the side rails of the rail deck, and then we can always redo the bridges later once we get the track in place how we like it. I'm stuck. Let me through. Thank you. This is still a lot better than what we had originally. I kind of wish the trees would fall in the direction you're facing. I know they do sometimes, but they don't do it all the time. Like that when I'm facing that way, but it's falling that direction. It's like they have a mind of their own. That one probably would have been okay. I probably shouldn't have cut that one down. These ones here I know are going to have to get chopped down for the other rail line. That one's okay. That one's kind of close, but it should be okay. That one's going to have to move. Or, I didn't cut you down. I was getting this one. And this, they were just so close together. My bad. This one's going to be close. I'm going to leave it for now, just in case. That one should be good. rid of that one. Whee! Can you disappear, please? Thank you. Where'd that one just go? Okay, there it is. Found it. What do you prefer, apple, wood, or hickory for bacon? I've had them all before. I mean, I like them. Bacon's bacon. Can't be too picky when it comes to bacon. I mean, as long as it's cooked, of course. But that one's okay. I know this is the boring part. Going through and chopping down trees. Not really looking like we're doing very much right now. Had hickory bacon yesterday. Nice. So a lot of these trees here will have to get chopped down due to the fact of it coming up to the platform, because this isn't going to follow all the way up. It's going to come off of there and start going down and matching up. And that's going to be the troublesome spot, I have a feeling. It's going to be the hard thing to do. So in order for us to see what we're doing, I'm going to get rid of these ahead of time. Whoa! Got trees falling from the sky. Let's clear this whole area out. Oop. Okay, that is falling. Alright, so we're going to be coming off of here. Coming down. Get rid of you. This one might be close. Get rid of you. That one's definitely. That one maybe. And we'll start having to wrap up around here. We'll come off of here and then start wrapping it up this direction. Get rid of that one just in case for the curve radius. Where am I at? Holy crap. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of these that are going to need to be... This whole area right here is going to have to get taken out. Now that I look at it. Just so that way we know we're not going to be cutting it too sharp. If we didn't really need to cut them all down, well, at least we don't have to worry about them being in the way. Ow. So now we can actually start a little bit more of a natural curve going around and up to that platform. Got off work early today? That's always a good thing. Like I was saying in the last stream, I didn't really... I had probably about... I think at the most 3 hours of sleep last night. I tried to go to bed at 7 p.m. because I had to go into work at 3 a.m. And I always go to bed, try to go to bed around 7 p.m. when I know I have to go in early. And laid down. And by the time I finally got comfortable... the light was coming through my window just right. The sunlight was coming through my window just right to where it was hitting me, and I could barely fall asleep. And I didn't want to move because I just got to a comfortable state, you know, to where I could finally start to doze off. And once that happened, it started getting dark enough, and I was able to actually get to that point where you could feel yourself actually nodding off. All of a sudden, I just heard, like a big loud explosion, like somebody's grill blew up, and I'm sitting there, I'm laying there in bed, I'm like, okay, that didn't sound too good. That sounded like somebody's grill just exploded. And some time went past, and I was like, well, I didn't hear anybody screaming and stuff like that, and I don't hear any sirens, so everything must be okay. So I was like kind of eased my mind back out of that situation and was finally starting to able to doze back off again, or get to the point where I can doze off. And out of nowhere, another loud explosion. I'm like, what the heck, And so once again, I didn't hear any screams or sirens or anything. I was like, I don't know what that is, but it must not be anything serious. So the third time, I was finally able to start almost dozing off, and then I heard another one. I was like, come on, It's like, these guys, whoever it is, there must be some sort of fireworks or something. I was like, this is getting crazy. I know it's Saturday night and everything, and it's finally starting to warm up, and the house, 4th of July is coming up, and all this and that. Memorial Day was just, not too long ago, but this is getting ridiculous, It wasn't that late, so I couldn't really complain too much. It just sucked because I knew I had to wake up and go to, I had to go to bed early and wake up early. So it just sucked because of that situation. And right when I was about ready to doze off again, that's when I heard it. It was legit fireworks. You can hear the boom and the bang and the crackling and snapping and everything else of all this and the other. And I was like, all right, so maybe that's what the other one was fireworks, and maybe they're like cherry bombs or something along those lines, to where it didn't sound like actual fireworks. It was just the explosion. And after probably about an hour of them doing that, then they finally stopped, and I was finally able to fall asleep. Not until like 9:30 though. And then my alarm went off at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I worked my 12-hour shift after that. So that was fun. So needless to say, I'm going off about 2.5, 3 hours of sleep, and I've been awake since 1 a.m. So in another 2.5, 3 hours, I'll be up for 24 hours. So that's how my day has gone since last night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow this around. Redoing all the bridge work. And also the groundwork. Definitely gonna have to redo the groundwork. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. And then what I can do off of this to make sure the other track is going to be going straight, I'll do that. And then we can redo, or once we put the track down, we'll redo all the groundwork. But let's go ahead and see how this looks. And then at least we put that cross section down there so we know exactly where we need to go to for the height. It's going to be a lot of work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get both sections done. Why does that look like it's humped up right there? Right there. Why does that look humped up? It's not, though. Why did it look humped up, though? That was weird. Maybe it's just because of the angle that the track's on and the curve. It just looked weird. And I might have to let my dog out again. His butt stinks. I know, TMI, but it does. I'm just putting it out there. I might have to redo, not redo, but I might have to do the other section here off camera. Because it's going to take forever to try to get these lined up through here to make it look good. But, I mean, and especially this section here, I'm going to have to redo this section. That is for sure. I don't like, that doesn't look good at all. I mean, I could possibly... I don't know if I can make that look better or if I'm just going to ruin it now. I was going to say, it's not even letting me attach. Let's see if I can make this look a little bit more presentable. It's kind of a gradual curve with it instead of how it was. Does that look better? Moment of truth. Yes, it does. Okay, thank goodness. That looks better. I can deal with that. Then this all looks good. And what we'll do is I'm going to leave that rail deck right there. And keep that section. Rid of all of this, because this is all straight. And then what I can do, do that, Alt, and just take this out. So right there. And there we go. We got our track down for our loading platform for cordwood. And now, if we really, 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 really wanted to, we could start delivering cordwood down to the depot and start making some money. No, I haven't changed up his dog food. It's just, I don't know if every once in a while he just goes through them spurts where it's just like, dude, your butt stinks. You need to... I mean, he went to the bathroom last time I took him out, so I don't know what the deal is. Alright. Let's get rid of this groundwork. And we'll get rid of this groundwork. And I want to get the stone wall. Okay, that's not going to work. Where's it at? It's going to be right there. I really don't want the stone wall to be... So right there's the next point. What if we... Rails... Can we get rid of that? Let's connect that up. Now, will that give me... Yes, it will. That's what I was looking for right there. And then we'll connect that up. Take it on down. And connect it to there. Because right... Oh, actually that's... That section isn't on anything, is it? Yo! Where's the next one at? Right there. Or should I take it down? No, no. We'll take it to the bridge. Right there. Then we can get rid of that. And connect. There we go. And that is our start down to either the log or the sawmill or the depot. So, since we're here and we finally got the log yard connected up to the system, partially, how about we try to get those likes matched up with the view count right now? If we can. Be grateful. It'd be very grateful. Very, very appreciative. That is for sure. All right. So we know this is a 2% grade. So we can actually get rid of this bridge. And we can start at the top and start attaching the iron bridge. So let's do this. So at least we know this is all a constant grade going down. But it's not all going to be one piece, though. That's the thing. Since I clicked multiple times, they're all going to be different sections. Just like that. Down here. And actually, I lied. We cannot go all the way. Because I started the track right here. I didn't even finish that whole entire section. Holy crap. Yep. I'm sleep deprived and you can tell. But one thing at a time. Let's get this bridge work done and then we can start following the rest of the line down, getting the track laid, and then we'll redo the groundwork going the rest of the way. Make it look clean and presentable. If we could only do custom supports, that'd be pretty awesome. Right. Let's do that. And now, start here. Actually, no. The bridge started right here. Did it not? I think it did. Except for... It's not going to allow me... Oop, it will. Alright. Let me get to this. There we go. Okay, yeah, that is... No, look how low that is. It's not going to work out. I need to get it to the same height as this groundwork, but the ground... Ooh. Can I get that? Groundwork needs to be the same height, roughly. It looks pretty decent. All right. Let's go ahead and drop that down to 2. Can we not attach that, please? Can I? Okay, this is going to be an issue if it's not going to let me attach it. Oop. Alright, it worked. It didn't seem like it did. Yeah, see how it's... This might take a little bit of finesse. This might take me a minute, because... Got the track looking good, but... I can't look up to connect it. I gotta be looking down. I have to be able to see the ground. I have to be able to attach it to the ground. So even though it's allowing me to see the anchor points like that, unless I stand right over top of it, maybe. But the bridge isn't going far enough unless I do that. But I'm not looking right at the ground, so it's not allowing me to place it. But if I get up here to this connection point, and I look down, I don't see the connection point. But in fact, it's right there. So if I go up here, okay, I can see the connection point, but it's not showing me the bridge. See, I see the bridge there. There we go. Got it. It's gonna be a minute. Did that work? No, it did not. There we go. Where's the next one at? There it is. I basically gotta be... See, I'm gotta be pretty much clicking on the ground, but it has to have that anchor point. And right there, you can see it's at a 2% grade, and it's going to be following the track perfectly, and it's snapping to the track. Instead of this track snapping to the bridge, since we have the track how we want it, there we go. All still a learning curve. Except I'm not seeing the bridge. I see the anchor point, but I don't see the bridge. Where is it at? There it is. It's still... I'm still able to move it. And right there's the anchor point, but it's not allowing me to place the bridge there. Can I go down to the next one? Okay, I see it here. So if we do that, it's a little bit off because we should have been able to anchor it back here, but it wasn't allowing us to for some reason. But that's okay. So the next one's right there. Yeah, so just that one little section is going to be kind of off, but won't be bad. And just think, I'm going to have to do this to the other side as well. Okay, I got the bridge. Is there an anchor point here? Yes, there is. There we go. Did I miss one? Oh, it's... That was that one. Yeah, we're almost down to the bend. Come on, let me anchor down. Thank you. The things I do to try to make this look as good as we can. Where is... Right there. Are we able to... I was hoping we were close enough to the ground here, but we're not. So I can't seem to get that... There we go. Just gotta try to look in there just right. To where you can get the arrow on the ground with the anchor point. Like that. Come on. Right there it is. Where's the next one at? Did I miss one? It's right there. But the bridge isn't there, so where's the next one at? And we're gonna miss it if we cannot get this to anchor down. Right here. Aha! When I get it just right. And every time I click, it disappears. What if we... Can I crouch? Nope. See, if I go down like this, it won't attach. It won't give me the attach point. I can't get... There we go. But if I can get the attach point from up here... That's unlucky. I was at the wrong attach point. Can I possibly get lucky enough to get the attach point right there? Come on, give me that attach point down on the ground. Because once again, it's not going to allow me to get it clicking on it up here. Even though it's set... Oh, let me go ahead and 2% that. It's not allowing me to... Yeah, ooh, I think it... There it is. Got it. All right. Oh, boy. But now this is going to be straight. Unless I can... There's that one. Where's the next one at? Right there. But the track or the bridge isn't following. That's the bad thing. Where is... Oh. Okay. Maybe it was following. I don't know. Yeah, because right there it is. What the heck is this thing doing? Yeah, it's just not coming over to here. I can get it there, then it stops right there. So is there another connect point up in here that I can use? There's one right there. Come on, where is it at? Oop, right there. I see the connect point, the anchor point, right there. All right. There's one. And right there. All right. So there you go. We have the bridge. Good Lord. The work. This thing makes you work for it. But it definitely looks a lot better than that wooden bridge does. Or did, I should say. And like I said, I'm going to do... You can see the amount of work I just did for that one bridge. I'm going to do the other one off camera so that way you guys don't have to sit there and either laugh at me or just sit there and be like, oh my gosh, can't believe he's actually going through with all this. So, all right, we got the log yard kind of sort of hooked up. We got the rest of the track to lay down and then redo the groundwork. And we will have a singular functional track connected from the depot to the log yard and also to the sawmill. I almost fell off. I don't know why. My other screen just went black. I can see my OBS. I can see the Discord. But my browser just went bye-bye, so I can't even see the chat. It's just a black screen. That's weird. Maybe it'll come back. Baby, come back. Let's see. All right, so we got this. We're going to be able to come off of this. Like, all this groundwork here will get redone. The bridge is up to this point, so we can always bring the groundwork up to this point as well. Oop. Hey, it's back. I can now see the chat again. Like I said, all this groundwork will get redone. It'll attach to the track. So I'm not exactly too worried about it. I just want to get this looking halfway decent, which I'm going to have to probably redo this section right here. The way it looks, because it kind of zip and then kind of jumps out and or comes out and then back in and then back out again. You guys can kind of see that. I will fix that later on. But first things first. Let's get this going here. And just so that way we have one cross section there, but that one's going to have to get moved because of how the track is. So I might have to redo that right now. Which technically... possibly get rid of that. Get rid of that. Maybe even that piece. And what we'll do since that's on the groundwork, might be able to do this. That looks kind of better. And then to make sure that this starts off on a good note, maybe. Haha. Does that area get flooded? There's no real weather phenomena in the game. There's no actual, I mean, as of right now, there's no rain, there's no snow. I mean, the developers put snow in for, I think, for like the Christmas season, but other than that, no. All right. And then we'll put this in. So that way we have a reference point for our double track. All right, and then we'll go straight off of this. And like I said, we'll redo the groundwork. No big deal. This is just giving us a blueprint to work off of. All right. Get another one of these put in. I'm not sure if this is level ground or not, but I think it's kind of off, but we'll fix it. I just want to make sure that we can, because all that's straight, and we can go straight from this one to that one down there. Yet, apparently aren't the devs going to bring in nighttime? Yes, the devs are planning on a day-night cycle, and also dynamic weather. So, that would be nice. Be a very nice change of the game, that is for sure. Alright. Let's go ahead and start curving this let's do a 1% just to get this going back again. As you can see, it's nothing major, but it's doing the trick. And then here, go to a 5. $10. I kind of forget what percentage, so I went a little too far. Do it back to a 5 again. And then I guess back to a 10. Guess maybe just not go in such a long... We're going to have to do 15. And then back to 10. Okay, maybe 5. You know, I'm just going to take this off to where I can actually just free flow it now. I have a bad feeling this is going to kind of have a little S-bend in it as well. And it most certainly will. But it's actually not that bad. I mean, it's something I can fix. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So there we have it. Now, we most certainly do have a single track that connects the depot, the log yard, and the sawmill. So we can, it'll be tricky, it'll be touchy, but we can now get a loco and maybe a couple cars and start making some money if we really so wanted to. So, but I do believe that's almost an hour and a half work just on that. That means I have at least another hour and a half to get this next track in, and I have to touch up all of this. So I do believe that's probably where I'm going to call this one, guys. I love doing these, but I really don't want to just go 3, 4, 5 hours, because this way it gives people time to be able to actually rewatch it or go back and, you know, if they missed the actual stream, they're not sitting there 3 or 4 hours watching a past live stream, you know. So this is kind of manageable on people's schedules, trying to keep it within an hour and a half, 2 hours. So you guys can see it's coming together once again. And I do just need to touch this up, and then we'll start throwing down the groundwork for a blueprint for the other one. We'll lay down the track. We'll touch that one up. I got to do that whole entire bridge for the other side as well. I've got a lot of work ahead of me before the next stream. I really do. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, don't forget to smash that like button. If you haven't done so already, it's free. Why not do it? Go ahead and click that subscribe button as well. Don't forget to click that bell notification. That way you're notified whenever I go live or post something new. And I will see you guys in the next live stream, or if you see I post something new for a video, well, there you go. You can more than welcome to click on it and watch it as many times as your heart content. So I will see you guys later. Hope you guys have the good rest of your evening, and I should be on here sometime tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.